Tom Pidcock is a name associated with brilliance in the world of cycling, having won the World Championships in cyclocross and in mountain bike, on top of that with his 2 gold medals. And 2025 has started with a bang, as he's almost managed to double his career wins in the span of 7 racing days. His story is interesting, from a rising star at Ineos Grenadiers to the undisputed leader at Q36.5 Pro Cycling. Pidcock's journey has really been nothing short of a roller coaster. The 2024 transfer saga set the stage for a bold new chapter, and in 2025 he's taking the world of cycling by storm. And today we're going to break down the key moments of Pidcock's dramatic shift from the bold decision to switch team to his impressive early victories, and what has changed for the Brit. But before we get into it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and catch up with all the Vuelta a Andalucía over on the Cycling Day Extra channel. The winter of 2024 was a dramatic one for Tom Pidcock, with whispers of his potential departure from Ineos Grenadiers growing louder and louder with the criticism of the team. There was no shortage of speculation surrounding his next move, as Pidcock found himself at the center of the heated battle for his signature despite having more years left on his contract. The transfer saga, marked by complicated sponsor negotiation and an intense off-season drama, ultimately saw the 25-year-old making the bold decision to leave the World Tour giant of Ineos Grenadiers for the pro-continental team Q36.5. While the move raised eyebrows, it was clear that Pidcock was searching for something more than what Ineos could offer: freedom, opportunity, and peace of mind. So the wait for him to turn the first pedal stroke for his new team was very much anticipated by the cycling public. That came early on at the Al Ula Tour in Saudi Arabia, and he didn't waste long to make his mark on the race, winning 2 stages, sitting up there in the crosswinds and taking his first GC overall victory in the senior ranks as well. Then Pidcock started his second stage race for the team at the Vuelta a Andalucía, and here in the first stage he didn't quite impress as much as he had hoped. He had attacked and showcased his strength, but it wasn't able to hold. So on the second stage he seemed like he had something to prove, pushing the limits on the descents and really making sure to be in the right move, and when it came to the sprint he finished it off. So that meant in just 7 days of racing he had racked up 4 victories, a stat that immediately catches the eye. Over half of his races ended with him standing proudly on the top of the podium, an impressive start to the season, especially considering the uncertainty surrounding his new team. For Q36.5 Pro Cycling, Pidcock's success has exceeded the expectations, affirming the faith they had placed in him, and the resources they had invested in him really had already bear fruit for a team looking for exposure to get wildcards. After a season filled with highs and lows in 2024, an Olympic gold medal, a 4th place in Strade Bianche and an Amstel gold win, and a near miss on the Tour de France gravel stage, it's clear that Pidcock's talent remains untapped. Even in the midst of a transfer, he continued to prove himself as one of the best British riders on the circuit. So the big question is, what has changed for Pidcock? Where has this affluent winning stream come from? Pidcock's move to Q36.5 did mark a pivotal moment in his career, as the focus of racing switched almost entirely to the road for the Yorkshireman. He didn't participate in the 2024-2025 cyclocross season, and the 2024 season saw him balancing both road and mountain biking, a dual focus that has taken its toll on his results perhaps. Despite an Olympic gold in mountain biking, Pidcock was open about the fact that he hadn't yet achieved his goals on the road, particularly in the one-day races, despite him winning Strade and Amstel gold, and he wanted to target this. With his transfer to Q36.5, Pidcock's calendar is firmly centered around road cycling and already paying dividends. As we saw with his early results, with fewer distractions, he can finally potentially achieve that promise that he has had for so many years, being a former under-23 Giro d'Italia winner, former under-23 Paris-Roubaix winner as well, coming with this very big reputation before the professional ranks. Something else that is also a major change for Tom Pidcock in his new team is the level of control he has. At Q36.5, he's not just another rider on a roster filled with superstars as he was with Ineos Grenadiers, filled with Grand Tour leaders, monument winners and the like. Here he is the main man with a green light to dictate his own racing schedule as the wildcard system permits, and Doug Ryder, the team principal, has promised Pidcock the freedom to decide when and where he races. This autonomy is exactly what Pidcock was looking for after feeling constrained by the rigid structure at Ineos. It's a change that's already had a major impact on his results, as we've seen, allowing him to race with purpose and drive and being the big cheese and not working for someone else, unencumbered by external pressures. Another change in Pidcock's routine or riding is the switch to Scott bikes for the first time, having ridden Pinarellos all his professional career with Ineos Grenadiers. The transition to a new brand has undoubtedly affected his equipment setup, but early signs suggest that his switch to Scott's aero and lightweight bikes suits his style and has given him added confidence in racing. As Pidcock continues to dial in his fit and preferences, the bike switch seems to be part of a broader change in approach, one that's already showing the results. So the burning question here as well is, Pidcock has shown phenomenal results as well. The change has really done him well, but just how good can he be? His 2025 results have proven he is a force to be reckoned with. Critics will say he hasn't faced the sternest of opposition, but that will be seen when we come to the one-day races when he's up against Mathieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert. But victories breed confidence, and confidence breeds better results. His ambitious reach beyond just wins in small races will be interesting. Pidcock has spoken out about his desire to target the monuments, the legendary one-day races that can make or break a cycling's legacy, and he's still yet to add a monument to his palmares. He has featured on the podium in Liège-Bastogne-Liège, but will he be the winner one day? It's here against the likes of Pogacar, Van der Poel, Wout van Aert that Pidcock's true test will come. Early signs are promising, as we know, but the season is long and the monument will await. Will they also get a Giro d'Italia wildcard? That is also a big question. Perhaps a year out of Grand Tour racing could do him good, and he could really garner some good results for the team and help them build to potentially push for a promotion spot to the World Tour when the next cycle approaches. Pidcock has proven he's definitely changed in his perception, taking his win tally already up to 9 from 5, with all those years at Ineos Grenadiers only yielding 5 victories is also what people were disappointed about. But new change, new Pidcock, it will be exciting, and that is something that we're going to look forward to in 2025 to follow the journey. But for now, that's basically it for this video. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel here on The Cycling Dane, and if you haven't already, why not check out our coverage of the Vuelta a Andalucía on the Cycling Dane Extra channel, or when I try to follow Tom Pidcock on the Cycling Dane Action channel. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you around.